Hello, class. My name is Christopher Mercado, and I'll be giving you Unit 6 Persuasive Speech on Pitbulls. And as you can see, I have my Pitbulls with me just to kind of help out on the presentation. All right. So when you hear Pitbull, what do you think?
Usually a fighting dog.
A fighting dog?
Yeah.
Some people think that. Alright, is it this? Some people, like you said, think fighting dog or think about aggressive dogs, and this is the picture and the image that everybody portrays about pit bulls and in the media. This is what people think about when they think about pit bulls. But the reality is that pit bulls have been used as not only police dogs, as combat operation dogs, but as search and rescue dogs as well. They've also been used as service dogs and search and rescue dogs again, and most importantly as family dogs. If you ever had a conversation about pit bulls, then you've probably heard about the pit bull statistics that have been used to affect public policy at times, labeling all dogs of a certain type as inherently vicious and dangerous upon birth. Do you think this is right? I mean, it's up to you. It's something for everybody to think about. It's things that I think that we should question. The thing is that it's pretty easy to make up stats that support a predetermined conclusion. Self-proclaimed experts can manipulate numbers and then use like-minded colleagues to peer-review their work, thus claiming authenticity and ultimately accepting to influence public policy. Fact: a statistic is defined as a calculated numerical value that characterizes some aspect of a sample set of data, and that is often meant to estimate the true value of a corresponding parameter in an underlying population. Fact: what is a pit bull? It is commonly accepted that pit bull is not a breed, but a loosely defined and general category. Definition of this category varies depending upon the source. Any blocky-headed dog of any mix of breeds that is between 30 to 100 pounds and there is about 30 individual dog breeds that may currently fall into this broad category. And a perfect example, like I was saying, as you see this guy's over 100 pounds. He's a pit bull. You see her, she's actually about 65 pounds. She's a pit bull. He's about 75 and she's about 85 or 90 pounds. And like I said, they all vary in size. Next slide. Bite stats. Dog bite statistics are based off of media reports found online where pit bull type attacks are proven to be reported thousands of times more often than dog bite stories involving other breeds. This is why they have such a bad reputation, these dogs, because of the hype, because the media gets good ratings for covering a story like this. They wouldn't get such good ratings if they were reporting Chihuahua bites or some of the other dog breeds. Hardly scientific, objective, and accurate way to collect information. In fact, there is a proven bias and an overlapping reporting when it comes to dog breeds labeled as pit bulls. Bite stats were all over the place on the internet because recording methods were so weak. Legacy 9 News in Denver conducted a 6-month long investigation into numerous animal control police and shelter databases to find out the truth about bite statistics. Based on 6,500 reported dog bites between 2012 and 2013, the top 5 biting breeds in Denver were, in numerical order, were Labs, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, Chihuahuas, and Bulldogs. Breeds in these cases are not official, and in most cases the dogs was identified by either a victim or animal control officer breed identification is often subjective. Once again, when they report these, this is he say, she say. They never usually get an educated opinion about what these dog breeds are that are actually causing these bites. So it is subjective at times. Next slide. Okay, come here. Good dogs. As you can see, these dogs are well behaved and they just act like any other dog. You know, they're not that scary dog that you guys all think about. The stereotypical kind of dog. They may look like it, you know, but they don't act like it. And this study, labs had the most bites because labs are a very common breed in Denver. This could be the case for Pitbulls and statistics. Any dog has the potential to bite under the right circumstances. People don't make a big deal about smaller dogs making a fuss or biting people because they are cute or because they are small. It is a big deal when a larger dog does it because it's inherently more dangerous. And that's just common sense. If a small dog bites somebody, usually people don't make a big deal about it because all you get is a little bit of blood. But if you have one of these dogs biting you, there's a potential for some serious harm and and other things. Next slide. The National Canine Research Council, NCRC, based on analysis of all DBRFs, known to have occurred over the 10-year period, researchers identified a striking co-occurrence of multiple controllable factors. So basically, these were some of the factors that they seen once they did these studies about these dog bites. These are some of the contributing factors that they found. No able-bodied person was being present to intervene during the dog bite, and this is during fatalities. So in 87.1% of the time, somebody wasn't there to intervene in the dog bite. The victim having no familiar relationship with the dogs. So basically, the person doesn't know the dogs. They might intrude or whatever. Person didn't know the dog. 85.2% of the time. Dog owners failing to neuter or spay their dogs. Obviously, that's a human responsibility. 84.4% of the 84.4% of the time. Once again, just to show that it's not necessarily the breed that's the problem. Sometimes it's the human. Next slide. The owner keeping the dogs as resident dogs rather than family pets. Basically, the definition between resident dog and family pet is that resident dog is like a dog that you chain in your backyard, that you just put away, that's a guard dog, you know, somewhere that you might see in a mechanic shop or something like that, versus a family pet.
So it's more to protect the property versus an actual family dog?
Correct. The owners abuse or neglect the dogs 21.1% of the time. 4 or more of these factors were present in 80.5% of all cases. So basically, it's a huge problem, and humans have been the contributing problem in all of these cases. Family dogs were rarely involved. First proposed years ago by NCRC founder Karen DeLee's, dogs are predisposed to form attachments with people, to become dependent on people and rely upon their guidance in unfamiliar situations, while in extremely rare that dogs living as either resident dogs or as family pets ever inflict serious injuries on humans. Dogs not afforded the opportunity for regular positive interaction with people may be more likely in situations than perceived as stressful or threatening to behave in ways primarily to protect themselves. Breed was not one of the factors identified. The author reports that the breed of the dogs could not be readily identified in more than 80% of the cases. Obviously, this is huge if you can't identify the dog that was biting people in 80% of the cases. News accounts disagree with each other and or with animal control reports in a significant number of incidents casting doubt the reliability of the breed attributions, and more generally for using media reports as primary source of data for scientific studies. In only 45 cases, which is 18%, Nikki, in 18% of the cases in this study could these researchers make a valid determination that the animal was a a member of a distinct breed. Preventing dog bites. Most importantly, socialize your dog. Socialize your dog to people. Socialize your dog to other dogs. Okay, lay down. Train your dog. Discipline your dog. Treat your dog well. Exercise your dog and be the pack leader and exercise dominance over your dog. And when I mean dominance, I don't mean beat your dog, but discipline your dog. Teach your dog new things. Socialize your dog. You need to be the leader of your pack. Don't approach any unfamiliar dog. Don't run from a dog. Don't panic if you see a dog. Don't disrupt a dog if the dog is sleeping, eating, or caring for its puppies. Don't pet a dog without it allowing the dog to see you or smell you first before you pet it. This is one of the biggest mistakes, that people don't know a dog and they're making all these loud noises and they just want to reach over and grab the dog, and the dog can perceive that as a threat. And don't let small children play with the dogs unattended. In conclusion, Pitbulls are not bad dogs. They are great family pets who are loyal, loving, caring, and protective companions. They are eager to please their owners, so they are easy to train, but do require exercise and activities to keep them busy. For the most part, Pitbulls are a very muscular and healthy breed. They have a short coat and don't need much grooming. Pitbulls are great dogs, but their dark past continues to haunt them. The media tries to label the breed, but it is not only an issue with the breed, but it is an excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. It's only an issue with the breed, but it's an issue with the owners. I would not recommend a pit bull to an unexperienced dog owner, and not because the dog is dangerous, but because strong breeds have the potential to cause harm if not cared for in the right way. It takes experience and knowledge to handle a strong breed like this, and not only pit bulls, but German shepherds, Rottweilers, any of the bully breeds, basically bulldogs, terriers, anything like that. Pit bulls were once known as family dogs because of how kind and protective they were of our children. Here's some pictures of pit bulls with kids. And originally for this video, I was gonna have my daughter here with the pit bulls, but unfortunately she's asleep, so she won't be part of the presentation. But yeah, this was where she was gonna shine, anyways. So this concludes my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for your time.